Hello, it's me, CGD. The time is 22:06, 24th of the 7th, 210. UK, Brixton Hill, SW2, not far from the prison. This piece is called Born to be Wild, Leading into Communications. It's the belief of certain members of my family that I went off the rails very young in life, and I've been a naughty boy. I'm always getting bollocked by one of my aunts. Love her dearly. God bless her. Wonderful woman. Been in EastEnders. Lots of things. Danger Man, the Saint, things like that. Long term, as they say. Professional extra. Clever part about my family is, like, one way or another, we will get railroaded in to doing bits and pieces over the years. It's too long, the list. But this part is particularly poignant. It's the communication systems that my family have we'll deal with first. It's known to the prison officers of HMP Brixton Prison, and it's prison officers involved in these conspiracies, joint enterprises, any criminal indictment. They have the phone numbers of all my family. Very interesting. Excuse me. They also claim to have live footage of every concert I've seen in my life. Now, I don't believe that's possible, because for the vast majority of these concerts were never filmed. So if they have got live footage, they've got me. They know where I sat, what row, where I was, left tier, right tier, back tier, whatever. Interesting. And these communications that my family have, they would not be okay with stuff like this. But let's move on from communications in my family. By the way, it covers emails and mobile phones as well with my family, and any form of communication, be it letter to RW through my aunt that he has not received yet, but I'm sure he will in time. We'll deal with the communication system that the prison officers potentially have. Now, it's not illegal, this first bit. They claim to have officers on speed dial. Fine, I can accept that through their communication system to me, because they can convey to me these sort of messages. But what is the context of those messages and phone calls on speed dial? One. Two, the outside lines that they have in this computer rooms or computer room that they use on C-Wing. The outside line, again, is traceable, because all the police would need is a court order to tie them up from one person to the other. Again, the internal phones may be a problem, but I don't think so. It just ties up everyone to Brixton Prison because they're internal phones. What I'm actually giving you here is options of what they can do. They also claim that this technology is so advanced that they have earpieces and mics that they use to communicate. Possible? I won't disagree. But why would they need these communication devices if they had laptops that they could use webcam and stuff from, or live feeds? They claim, allegedly, to have officers in other prisons on standby. Now, why would they be on standby when this is a live operation? They'd be involved. Anyone who agreed to take part in this is a fanatic, and they would not want to retract from being involved. It would be their purpose and their pleasure to cause as much pain and anxiety to me physically, emotionally, spiritually, and my family and friends. It's quite evident in certain scenes from the recordings they have that my family and friends are in pain and have been emotionally tortured and terrorised. It's their belief, my family, that they're going to be hurt because of HMP Brixton Prison. Well, we know it's a conspiracy to murder, because the documentation, the files, whether they be digital, hard copies, whatever, HMP Brixton Prison have. And according to HMP Brixton Prison, they keep trying to say that when you're hooked up to this thing, not true. These people, or my family and friends, could be hurt in a multitude of ways. These people have offered £1 million to kill me, so what would they offer to kill my family? I'll leave you to ponder on that one. But here lies the problem. Laptops, possible. Range, endless. We know it goes underground, because I've been underground on the subways, and this thing still works. Nothing seems to block it out. So I'll assume the range is endless, wherever they may be. I'd assume that C-Wing is the bulk of the conspiracy, but whole of Brixton Prison is a crime scene. So therefore, when the time comes, all the officers involved will be arrested, but all the officers that are not involved will also be arrested and be investigated. Now, if I can ID those officers as officers that I believe, will the evidence correspond? Will it tie in to not only their computer system that they use and have access to in the prison, but the computers that they may have at home? I will give you some examples. There is certain information on my computers pertaining to law that if these officers have, the possibility in maths would be so high it'd be amazing. These are the sort of tenuous connections you need to prove this sort of criminality. Thank you. Goodbye.